Welcome to our second battle report of our Combined Arms campaign game. You'll remember from last campaign move that we generated a battle when the blue team, the green marker units, attacked the red team armor, and the blue team infantry attacking was supported by its armor unit, and the red team's armor was supported by another adjacent armor unit. The blue team infantry set up on the table along this edge, signifying the hex that they advanced into, and the supporting armor for blue team will be coming in on this part of the table edge. The defending red team armor will be setting up in the center, and the supporting red team armor will be entering along this edge to simulate the hex that they're advancing from. Turn 1. So here we can see the blue team infantry force, 1,000 points, in a defensive position here with their supporting Stuart on the far left. In the center here we have the defending red team 1,000-point armor force holding an ambush. Then over here we've got the two 1,000-point blue team, red team supporting forces coming onto the table at the same point. The red team's force tanks came on first. Then the blue team attempted to ambush with their chafies. And at point blank range, the to-hit rolls of 1, which would become the start of many ones that will be seen in this game. Turn 2. Here we can see the initial setup. The defending infantry have advanced into the ruins and up to a wall. In the center, the holding defending force for red team has started to advance some. And in the far right, we still have the traffic jam of armor with nearsighted gunners. The JS2 is getting very pinned, but no penetrations. One of the chafies did get finally taken out, but again on blue team, a plague of ones. Turn 3. By this turn, we've got a furious point-blank tank battle going on the far right. Again, for all of this, we just have one knocked out chafee and some pinned out tanks. Here on the far right, the JS2 and the blue team armor, pins all around. Over with the infantry in the center, there was a heroic attempt by the blue team engineers to take out the T-3485, but they were met with an accurate gunshot and machine gun fire, which caused them to no longer be present on the board. Turn 4. So up to this point, the blue team, in its armor hit rolls, will have rolled 1 9 times. This turn, the 1 infection slides over to the red team armor. So we can see that there's still the parking lot on the far right. Lot of very, very pinned out armor, but they're all still hanging on. A very pinned out T-3485 in the center, but still no action. The blue team forward observers in the ruin were taken out by the T-3485, which got some good shots and killed both of them. So that took out their air forward observer and artillery observer. Over on the far left, the T-3485 again still pinned out, being assaulted at point blank range by the infantry force supporting Stuart. Turn 5. So in this blurry image, we can still see that there's a lot of armor all just getting pinned out. Mostly rallies and ineffective shots at this point. In the center, the Stuart did manage to immobilize the T-34-85, but it's still hanging. Turn 6. So we find here the stalemate of just pinned tanks, and stalled out action on the right is still here. Another one of the Chafies did get taken out though, but still there's no great advances. Still a lot of pins, a lot of rallying going on. No change in the standoff between the Stuart and the T-34-85. And it turns out that this will be the last turn of the game. So it determined that at the kill count, the red team prevailed and kept the hex, and the blue team's forces retreated back. What little of the infantry was left and the remaining supporting armor returned to their hexes and then did a further retreat on the campaign map. So stay tuned for the report of those moves in our next video.